I'm garden artisan Scott Cohen from the Green Scene Landscaping and Swimming Pools. One of our earlier HGTV specials was for a project they called Property Buzz. And it was the latest in outdoor room design and backyards. And the project that was being featured as the focus was a project, a new construction home in Moore Park. And the client was best friends with the neighbor across the street. And the reason this became relevant was because she was very afraid that the neighbor was going to copy her, right? Now, I'd quoted design work for both of them, but only one of them hired me, okay? And it was kind of funny how that came about. So I'm working for my client, let's call her Sally. And Sally had hired me to design and build their backyard. And then I get a call from her best friend across the street. And she says, I know that you're not taking any more work, that you're way too busy and that you're not doing any more work in the neighborhood, but I sure would appreciate it if you'd quote design work for me. And I said, where did you hear that we're too busy and we're not taking on any other work? She goes, well, my best friend Sally told me. So Sally is full of BS. She's telling you that for whatever reason. But we are doing additional design work in the neighborhood. In fact, we're focusing on your neighborhood right now in what we call our Adopt a Neighborhood program. So she says, well, that's great. I'm sure Sally just didn't want us to have the same designer. We're always trying to outdo each other. But you know, if you would work for us, we'd sure appreciate it. And I met with them. We talked a little bit about budget and what have you. At the end of the day, we didn't feel it was a good match. We ended up only working for Sally. So as we're putting in the project, it's being featured on HGTV. And so there's film crews out at the job. We built a 50-foot long lap swimming pool with an infinity edge spa that's built down stacked tile. It has a view area. It has a freestanding fireplace and an outdoor room. It has a bridge across the pool so we could get the swim line in there. Huge Baja shelf. The outdoor kitchen was built out of wine bottles, the barbecue counter was. And the top, we melted Scotch bottles and put those into the countertop. So Sally calls me and she says, hey, are we ready to do the planting soon? I said, we are. She said, I don't want you to plant anything until my neighbor plants her plants because I want our trees to be bigger than hers. And this is a whole new keeping up with the level of keeping up with the Joneses, right? Never experienced anything like this, but she really wanted to make sure that she was outdoing her neighbor. So we had to wait until the neighbor planted her trees, and then we went shopping and we bought bigger trees to bring in to this backyard. Of course, at the end of the day, Sally kind of trumped her friend in that she had her yard with the bigger trees featured on national television. She was very excited about that. And at the big reveal party, she brought her best friend over, invited her over to come join the party. And her best friend and I go, it's the best backyard I've ever seen. She was almost in tears when she said it. But it was kind of an enlightening experience to see how sometimes neighbors can get a little competitive.